All right, so excuse me. That is helium. All right, helium is weak. All right, you know what I'm saying? But helium is not a good thing. Um, helium is, basically, one of those things that are not good chemistry. You know what I mean? That is not a great thing that goes on with um, the chemistry of existence. All right, because there won't be anything there anymore. You know what I'm saying? That would be the end of some chemistry that's not great. You know what I mean? Um, and nitrogen, all right, which is pretty much what I am. You know what I mean? I'm a bonding thing there. You know, that's something that can actually be done. Um, and it actually helps to take higher ground in many ways. All right, and then also to work from a root. All right, to even just as simple as like eating root vegetables, and not necessarily tons of cooked vegetables. All right, you don't want to go too crazy with the sucking your bones dry. You know what I mean? You actually want to be able to cleanse your body properly because that's going on in the white light. All right, and that is crazy. All right, that is crazy with a filtration process that is more complex than a human mind can understand. You know what I mean? That is way, 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 way advanced. When we're talking about the double helix of DNA and RNA. All right, and then that actually what makes um, it has a lot to do with your moods, um, how you feel about what you're doing and stuff like that, and then your drive and your motivation and your reason to exist. All right, something as simple as a plant, all right, that grows. The plant is already rooted in existence. All right, its cycles in time are already rooted in existence, so it already has a purpose. All right, you know what I'm saying? And then a human being, a human mind, is very similar to that. It has a purpose. All right, and then that's the double helix that goes on, and it's bonding. It will bond there and things like that. But then it is actually like anything else, it needs help. All right, you know what I'm saying? It needs help understanding um, chemistry and then its purpose. Okay, um, so when it's allowed to actually exist freely, all right, like free range, it can graze. All right, because the problem that is going on here, all right, is obviously